Hello and welcome to the second part of the Mass Effect 3 Manacast. We're still Buzzkill, Starym, and Nessaj. And
Are,
yeah, are we?
are we or are we indoctrinated?
I don't. We don't know. It's
Yeah,
we'll see in the YouTube videos later. Anyway, yesterday, the other day or whatever, we finished with the story and general drivel. I don't even know what we were talking about. I just know that we didn't mention combat. So,
yeah.
what were your takes on it? I know.
Well,
I
Mark,
know
I'm
Dario was crying.
yeah, I have, yeah, but I'm gonna let Mark basically talk about because I think he has the most experience with Mass Effect combat, and he's like a pro shooter player and shit. But I'm just gonna share my little thought on the combat and how it can go to hell and die. I started again. I mean, also okay.
You're coming from the Vanguard point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
Competency level.
first of all, I mean, we all played on Insanity, the most difficult level, so I guess you could argue that it's our own fault. We could have played on like a lower difficulty level, but then later it's anyway. I started the game. I want to play Vanguard because it's to me it's the only different class. Everything else is just standard cover shooting.
Like PvP as well. Not PvP, well, in multiplayer.
PCP.
What? CQ something.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Close combat, so whatever. The point is, it's the only different class. Everything else is just to stand and cover, and you either cast spells or summon, the tech drones, or just shoot. But with Vanguard, you're like you charge in shotgun melee, which I hate in this game. The melee is the dumbest thing they could have ever added, and it works horribly. Just on like as a
It looks kind of awesome, though, if you're Drell in multiplayer.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just so weird. Third-person shooters have a bit of a like even Gears of War, which is definitely the best.
Well, I'd say that I dislike that everything has to be on the space button.
Well, I don't know. I played it on console, so it was pretty well mapped.
Well, that's your your fault.
Yes, I know. Yes, fine. I'm an idiot. I accept all criticism. I accept it.
Space, using space for everything is highly annoying.
Yeah, I
know,
can imagine.
Because when you're running, then you want to sit down, then he sticks to a wall instead.
And
Or,
dodge and yeah.
But
The dodge is also
the
the
feeling
dodge
was
sucks
not bad.
horribly. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess you guys didn't play Gears except for maybe one, right?
I
Mark
played
did.
Gears of War 1.
I
you
think I
did?
played the first one with
Yeah, because it was on PC, yeah. But, well, basically, I've been playing it for like basically every weekend. I got some guys come over. We played the Horde mode in co-op. So I've been playing a lot of third-person shooters recently, like really a lot. And the combat in Gears is as good as it gets for third-person. Forget the game; the story is horrible. Don't even go there. But it's excellent combat, and this is just not. And the reason I think is because like Mass Effect 2, I think had good combat. I liked it. I actually liked it a lot. It
I
was
think that the feeling in 3, it feels like it.
No, I
it's-
prefer Mass
more
Effect 3 the
fluid.
most. I mean, I didn't like combat in Mass Effect 1 and 2
yeah,
and
of
3
course it was horrible. Yes, it was horrible. There.
I mean, combat itself, the mechanics itself, apart from the melee in 3, is pretty similar to 2. It's just that there's a lot more diverse enemies and way better, you know.
No, this is the thing. I couldn't figure it out because it looks identical. There's no real changes from 2 to 3. But I think I know 2 was more tactical. It was more difficult. It was actually kind of the same basically. But in 2, you had you still have barriers and armor and shields. But in 2, it wasn't so universal. Here you can just shoot through barriers or whatever, it doesn't mean you can shoot whatever powers. Some are a bit better against this or that, but it's minimal difference. In 2, if you had the guy with armor, you needed fucking warp or armor-piercing ammo, or you needed a specific thing.
Yeah, you had
Armor-piercing ammo is really good.
Yeah, it was but you had to have it. If you didn't, you would basically die. So you had to build the squad.
you had a more balanced squad than here.
Yeah, I mean, like if you had an enemy that had barriers and then armor and then whatever, you had to use totally different skills. Here, I just spammed the same. I ended up playing Biotic, the Adept, whatever. You just use the same stuff. All you need is Overload. You need Overload and Warp.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you need. And Pool maybe if for
Yeah,
those.
warp for the armor stuff, overload for the shields, and well, your
And
biotic
some
shit for
front
everything else.
control thing. Yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
whichever.
Well, I used a lot of like decoys and combat drones and so on, so I could.
Yeah, that we know why, because you had to have Tali, you sick fuck.
You?
No, but in 2, maybe I'm misremembering completely, but you had to do it a bit more subtly. Here it's went, which isn't the wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that they went more to the action thing, but they didn't do it well. They went more towards Gears, where it's universal. You just shoot the dudes. But it's not as good. It's not nowhere near as good as Gears.
Yeah, but they did add a lot of different enemy types. Those I mean, my favorite were the engineers, the Cerberus engineers, who were super annoying at start, but then later on.
Shooting that's my nightmare. I just wait. Oh my god, just dead.
I mean, pretty much only part of the game that was super hard for me was the that extra mission, some student base, and there's one room.
Grissom Academy.
Yeah, that shit was super hard because I had a wrong setup. I had the wrong armor. I was just, everything you could do wrong, I had it. So I was pissing blood there for 30 wipes.
And then you had your own notes, though.
Back to my horror.
I did, but I didn't want to,
Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to play Vanguard, blah, blah, blah. So I started playing, sure, it was a bit difficult. I don't know if, because I imported a character. So maybe the balance is off when you import, I don't know. But the point is, I could not finish the first real mission. I played the first Cerberus stuff, some other, but the first on the moon, on the Turian moon.
I remember. Oh my god, Marauders! How do you kill Marauders?
Yeah, and there's 2 brutes, just 2 brutes, and then there's 2 Marauders, but they constantly spawn in. There's 15 total or whatever. And I got really good.
Yeah, when you get to the end, where.
Yeah. It's and I was getting really, really good at playing because I reloaded, I think, 20 times at least. And, I really got good at and I loved it. It's really fun playing the Vanguard with the charge, especially when it's a bit difficult because you have to really be careful. But it just happened because on Insanity, you just die in 2 seconds. Literally. If you're not in cover, you die in 2 seconds. And I don't mean 2 seconds. I mean 1, 2, you're literally 2 seconds. From anything that has a gun. The basic enemy, he shoots in 2 seconds. That's it. At the beginning. Later, you get fortification or energy shield, and it's a bit better. But at the start, it's just... I just went insane. I could have finished the mission, it's not that I would have loaded 50 times. Eventually, you'll get lucky. But I just couldn't imagine playing with that class, which doesn't use cover, basically. I mean, listen, you can finish the game with Vanguard, but you're going to be playing it as any other class. You're going to be sitting in cover and shooting with an assault rifle.
I think you can finish it legit with a Vanguard. Just use pause and so on. I mean, look, okay, I don't know. I never played Vanguard. I find it boring. I CBA with that fucking shotgun and charge. That's retarded to me.
Boring. How do you find something where you actually do stuff boring as opposed to cover and then pull, warp, singularity?
Because in 90% of the RPGs I play as a mage, so adept is a,
Yeah, but in RPGs you don't have 2 or 3 abilities. You have 17 spells.
But you can combine them. It's you have 4 combos. No, it's stupid. But still, look.
Second favorite class is adept, obviously. I'm just saying that the game didn't let me play the way I wanted to. I could have I mean, it can all be considered BS because I could have just put it on hard.
Plus, no. Look, you decided to play on Insanity
I gotta try the game
without a pause. Yeah. And then you failed, and then you whine about it. Okay, look, you're just not good enough. It's easy. I mean, we understand.
Pause does not apply to Vanguard. Don't be an idiot.
Pause applies to everything.
No, it does not.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I never played Vanguard.
When you die in 2 seconds, and Vanguard is one of the beefier classes. He has his specialization gives him a shit ton more hit points and so on. I'm sure that later on, because I've seen when I played with Adept, you get a lot of stuff that would help. And this is the saddest thing. I'm playing, Adept. I'm going through the game, and some shotgun attachment that increases your melee damage drops, or I get a special ability from a companion that increases your melee damage, and I'm so sad. Oh, this would have been so great for my Vanguard. It's just and that pissed me off. I think I played it for 3-4 hours.
And you had to replay it again. Yeah, the shitty start.
Yeah.
So anyway, what was your favorite fight? I mean, there was a lot of cool fights, even though Mass Effect is like this. You come to a room, then you see a lot of waist-high covers, and then you're gonna be there for, 5+ minutes, and then you're gonna go to the next room, which is
That's
pretty much the same.
because Gears, I mean, all third-person shooters are very similar, chest-high walls and all that. But Gears have a lot of different boss fights, turret sections, whatever you want to. There's some variety in it. And okay, well, Gears is a co-op game, so it's that's different too. But here, I mean, what? Even the boss fights were not really. I mean, what the one with the Reaper? You have to aim. That's
the boss fights with the Reaper, that was retarded. But that was more like that wasn't a boss fight really. That was more like a interactive cutscene.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But what I mean is there
like a quick time event.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
roll, press, mouse 1, roll.
Yeah, but it wasn't the worst though. But I agree that there's kind of a lack of any boss fights really.
Yeah. I mean, that Kai Lang fight, the first one in the temple, is first of all. Okay, we're going to come to the temple story-wise in a second, but that fight, not only it's super easy, but it's so retarded, and when you actually lose without him touching you, practically, right? Because a chopper comes and shoots down the whole temple. Like, what the fuck kind of storytelling? And not only that, and again, I'm getting to the story here, but not only that, Kai Lang then brags how he completely fucked you up. Like,
and you're
no,
depressed.
He didn't. Your fucking pilot did, and you're depressed because Kai Lang fucked you up. No, he didn't. The fucking chopper pilot did. While your shuttle pilot was, I don't know what the fuck they were doing even in that.
Well, he's gay, so I guess he was, doing his hair. I know.
Oh, come on.
There's so many Mexicans in this game. Fucking annoying. Anyway, yeah, but that was an annoying fight. The next Kai Lang fight was... I was too overpowered at that moment for that fight to be hard, so it was underwhelming, but I heard that Starym had some problems with it.
How did you find that? I knew I should have told you that.
I have to say though, I did hate those missions where you couldn't really defeat the guy, you could just shoot it, like where he chases that Ava. You don't really have to shoot her, just follow her. And
you have to chase her. I didn't chase her. I was looking around for like pickups, and she just waits. She runs like a distance, and then she stops, waits for you.
I was fucking 40 centimeters behind her all the goddamn time, couldn't do shit. Like, stop, shoot her twice in the face, no, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, but even if you depleted the shield, nothing would happen. It would just recharge again. So that, yeah, I don't really like that.
Yeah. But how did you find the second Kai Lang fight, like the final boss fight in the game?
Yeah, with Fane, what?
The final Kai Lang fight, the one in the Illusive Man's room?
Yeah.
Like the main boss fight?
Oh, well. Oh. I don't know.
Well,
a bit forgettable, I guess, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think Starym will forget about it. Starym was...
I will never forget about it. But listen, this is the dumbest thing I've ever... Because, I mean, just think about the fight. I mean, maybe you forgot it, but this is what happens. The Illusive Man's room is just totally flat. There's nothing. There's the transparent, and there's the chair and the transparent monitor thing. And so the guy that's a melee dude with a katana comes in, and if he attacked you, he would murder you so hard, it's impossible to beat him. Because it's a flat room. There's nothing there. But the first thing he does, and I mean seriously, what would be the reason to do this? Except, I don't know, did the floor rape his mother or something? He was very mad at the floor.
Game design. That's the whole reason for 90% of the Mass Effect decisions and inconsistencies bad game development.
He breaks the glass and he gives you cover. And he does this 3 times during the fight. It's like, oh, so now you only have this small, room with like two cover places, and it's kind of difficult, because it's.
I really don't recall that fight very well, so it must have been pretty.
It was fucking boring as shit.
But see, guys, this is what you have to know. Mark played Soldier. Soldier in Mass Effect.
It's because my number one guy was a Soldier. It's the same guy I used in 1. So.
Yeah, of course. But it's a cheat class. Like, I played Soldier in 2 on Insane, and I don't think I died once. You have the time stop basically ability, which you just laugh at everything and headshot stuff and run away, and nothing can hurt you ever.
And I picked armor piercing bullets as I could. So.
But the guy comes, and then it's the worst boss cliches ever. He has you beat, but then he blows up another part of the room, so you have more cover to run to.
No, yeah, and in the end, of course, the typical C movie thing, you shoot the guy, you kill him, and then you don't check if he's dead, but you go sitting on a computer, just chilling, playing some, I don't know, what the fuck that game is called.
It's Space
Anyway, Your buddies are you're walking around. They're not even paying attention. While the guy is like super slow. Mind you, he's wounded. He's bleeding. You know, he's completely fucking silently sneaking, behind you and then trying to fucking stab you with a katana.
I mean, that's
so bad.
That just fucking cemented my Michael Bay thing with the writers. That is the dumbest. I mean, but even forget that it's the dumb cliche. Why? What is the purpose of that scene? What do you like? Even if you're some moron that likes that kind of thing.
No, it's for 13-year-olds, man. This is to raise fucking tension. Oh my God, will Kylan kill Shepard? 2 hours.
Listen, it's no tension. I didn't press the trigger. You have the renegade trigger to kill. I didn't press it, and honestly, I don't know what happened because I tabbed out because I didn't want to see the animation again. And I think Garrus shoots him or some shit. I don't know what happens, but you still survive.
Yeah, if you press the renegade, it's like goes to slow motion. You break the katana and you shoot him. Just fucking retarded. Anyway, and this is the only.
Oh my God! You break the katana. Oh, I forgot that fucking retarded part with some energy bullshit that I guess you've never used it in ever before.
No, it's a bionic dagger sword.
The Omni tool.
Yeah, that's actually the Omni tool. It's a screwdriver on the Omni tool.
Yeah, it's like a Swiss Army hollow tool.
Exactly. So yeah, that was the fight. And what other boss fights were there? I mean, practically the last fight in the game is like a semi-boss fight where all the mobs are just jumping on you and you have
I have to say, I was hoping that you would fight at least Harbinger or something.
No, but the premise of the last mission, the last combat mission before we go to the story, is you have the ultimate Uber Reaper, well, one, whatever the fuck that version is called, and then you have 4 rockets.
No, it's a normal. It's a destroyer. The same one you killed on.
Oh, is that a destroyer? I don't recall the names of that. Those bullshit. So you have these 4 super rockets that apparently can destroy Reapers. While, mind you, 6 hours of gameplay earlier, whole Quarian fleet was shooting at 1 Reaper. Had to shoot it like 4 times in the eye, so he would die. But here, 2 rockets can, completely destroy him. Consistency.
It's a truck with 4 obviously visible rockets sitting in the middle of the road, and the Reaper is blasting stuff around it. I think the first time he hits, I think like 2 meters from the truck. And then you shoot 2 missiles at him, but they miss because of some interference.
Cloaked, man. You don't get it. I mean, I bet there is like a apologist's YouTube clip where he explains completely how that was.
No, but listen. I mean, you're joking, but that fucking scene is one of the reasons I believe that it's possible that the ending is not the actual ending, because it's so dumb. It's not. I mean, first of all, so this is the only way they know about the. Yeah. They know about the catalyst. They know about it. I mean, you've brought the Crucible, the giant fucking thing. So it's there. They know about it, and they leave one minor Reaper, because it's not the big one. The ship. It's the tank kind of thing. It's the smaller version. There's 2, I think, and he's the only one defending the only way up to the Citadel.
Yeah, but you meet 3 of those Reapers in the game, right? I mean, it's the same thing as in Tuchanka, is it?
Yes.
That one is killed by the.
Sure.
Well, they're pretty similar. Okay, they're not. Even if it's.
They're the same. They're exactly the same.
Okay. It doesn't matter. But for one, you need a king of the mother of all Thrasher Maws, the fucking Muad'Dib goddamn dune worm, to destroy it, and he does it in a completely amazing way. And then the second one, you're bombing with the whole Quarian fleet. Oh my god, amazing cutscene. And then the third one. You kill with 2 rockets from a fucking truck in London. Where's the consistency there? Oh yes, but he was actually wounded because, and then he was weakened. Shut up!
Horrible.
Fucking hate people.
This is the end. Basically, there's various theories about that the ending is not. We'll get to that. Yeah. But the reason I actually think and hope and pray that the ending isn't the real ending is because everything from the temple forward is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in gaming. And I played a lot of crappy games.
Up to the moment you enter the temple, I would even say it's a 7 out of a 10 story, even though we ragged on it, and it has a lot of stupidity.
It has good parts, it has bad parts.
It has a lot of good parts, but it has a lot of annoyances.
When the ending starts, because this is the ending part, because it's linear, it just goes just under the lowest possible. I mean,
I think we've done a lot of it combat. But let's jump on the story, because I know we're dying and we're kind of late and so on. So anyway, everything that happens from the temple onward, I would attribute to Hanlon's razor that I quoted yesterday to Starym, which basically says that never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity. And that goes to every guy that tries to defend the story, and he still has both fucking, halves of the brain, and has played the game actually.
So, yeah, see, but I can't accept that. I mean,
they're dumb. Their writers are bad. They're not brilliant.
Listen, I refuse. Listen, and this isn't even about BioWare for me. This is about humanity, and I don't mean in Mass Effect. I mean our humanity, like right here in the present. I refuse to believe that any group of people that is not in a mental institution is dumb enough to write the ending that the whole like after the temple and actually think, yes, this is something we can present to people without being killed. I refuse to believe it. I think no.
I think they're looking at it emotionally. Because look,
one of the guys from BioWare did tweet something though that.
We'll get to that, Mark.
All right.
Okay. But let's get to the temple because that part kills me. So you basically come to Thessia, the main Asari planet, the most advanced of the organic species. Mm-hmm. They're like 1,000 years ahead. They're uber advanced, super biotic, blah blah. So you get there, and you find out that they actually had a Prothean beacon, right? For bazillion years, so that actually made them so advanced, not their competence or whatever. So they put it in a temple that you can. It's one big room like chair, bias or whatever the fuck that's.
Yeah, but listen. First of all, no, but wait, you missed the headline. The reason you get there is because the. This is just the dumbest thing ever. The reason you get there is because the Asari, council member calls you and says, yeah, listen, we want to tell you, and this is, I think, several months after the Reapers invade, right?
Yeah.
So they've already destroyed half of Earth. They've destroyed the Turian planet. They're attacking the Krogans. The galaxy is basically in flames all over the place. And they're like, when you come to them the first time, no, we don't. We don't want to help. We're gonna. So so we have something you wanna, maybe see. Can you come to the Citadel? We'll just come on. And then they send you to the fucking temple, and they've had the fucking thing.
They had a beacon for millions of years. No, well, not millions, but they had a beacon for a hefty amount of years, right? So what they do, they have a bunch of scientists working on it. And mind you, you can see in this temple from the street, from the other side of the river, doesn't matter. And they have this, uber rare thing that keeps them, above all other organics in the universe. And they built actually a statue around it, right? They just put some fucking concrete and shit. They just make a statue about it of their goddess, right? Which is again normal Indiana Jones, pretty dramatic. Oh look, this whatever. So how do these scientists? I mean, these scientists are working apparently on it, right? So how do you get to this beam, to this Prothean artifact, to this beacon? You actually have to. What, it senses the Prothean in you or some bullshit like that? While you can have Javik next to you, which is an actual Prothean, but it reacts to you.
Well, actually, if you bring the Prothean guy, he actually says
does
that.
It? Oh.
Yeah, he says that. She says that. Oh, it must be reacting to you, from the beacon from Mars, and then he says, "Oh, it could be the actual Prothean next to you."
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh well, okay, that's cool. I didn't see that, but
you still touch the.
Well, I brought Javik everywhere.
Okay, but you have to fucking. Okay, so when you touch it, what you have to do is you have to walk around this temple and press 5 more beams. Then what happens is that it destroys the statue and the beacon arrives. And again, as we were saying yesterday, everything is so perfectly and tightly timed that at the same second as you get there, activate this Prothean VI that starts, chit-chattering. Fucking Kylan comes, Cerberus, Super Agent, and
the Reapers.
Just a uber anime ninja.
And this is only 1500th time everything happens at the same second.
And they didn't even listen in bad movies. When stuff like this happens in bad movies and TV shows, they at least do the traditional thing, bullshit explanation. You had a mole, someone has been telling them what you've been doing, but they don't even try to do it here. It just everything happens exactly at the same time. The Reapers come to Earth, Mars fucking artifact. You find the artifact. Cerberus is there, Reapers are there, your grandmother is there, just to bake you a cake. It just happens. That's the way.
Well, actually, is one mole that I found in the game though. The doctor, the elderly one of them, she receives a bottle of wine from the elusive man.
Yeah, I've seen that, but come on. I mean, she was working for Cerberus, wasn't she? I mean,
I don't know, but I
chilled.
In my second playthrough, I ditched her and I took the other girl that you saved and won.
Yeah, but still, why are the Reapers there? Why does he come exactly at the? It's beyond moronic. And it's not explained sufficiently. You know, even if there was a mole, you don't find out unless you notice the whatever. It's just so ridiculously obtuse. It's
and then
that, but a few explanations, yeah.
Yeah, but they're hidden. I mean, why would you want to hide the fact that your story doesn't suck? Why would you want to hide that? It's ridiculous. Like, listen, the story makes sense, but you're not gonna find out unless you spend 50 hours in the game. What?
And then when this Uber animation comes, we get to see this Uber fight. Awesome fight that Shuttle, destroys the temple. Kai Lang, runs away. You're completely just demoralized, devastated. You wanna kill yourself, and then. Don't you say in the next animation or something, oh, we gotta go to the Citadel? Right? Is it the Citadel part? And they tell you...
Before. I think it's Citadel.
No. After, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta go to the Citadel.
That. Yeah, of course.
But, about that. Reapers kinda came...
This was the point that...
Wait. Reapers came, and they took the Citadel and drove it away. So, and you're like, what did they do? Yeah, they took it away. So where did they take it? Above London.
This is the point at which I would have stopped playing the game, except we planned to do this Manacast, and I didn't want to be the guy that didn't finish the game. I would have turned off my fucking console. I would never have touched that fucking game again. And I would scream at anyone that wanted to talk to me about it.
But if they hadn't...
That sounds very rational.
Yeah. I know, but it's so dumb. That's the level of stupidity that it made me, so fucking aggro.
No, but... come on. Okay. I'm gonna be apologetic.
I'm guaranteeing you, if Shepard had said, let's go get some ice cream on Mars, I'm sorry, Shepard, the Reapers and Cerberus got the ice cream before you. That's the level of the story.
So okay, the Citadel is now in the Earth, so we practically know that there's gonna be this big culmination. The big vision is gonna be on Earth. Why of all places on Earth? I still don't know. I mean, honestly, I didn't even try to find out, but it doesn't matter. So here, and you don't go to the Earth directly. You say, okay, well, we obviously have to find what the catalyst is because Kai Lang has now this crucial information. So we have to follow him, and you get to follow him. You get to. Yeah. So first the Horizon, some base where you find out that what the Cerberus is all about.
They're trying to control.
Use the old jump base from 2.
Yeah, Horizon.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So
it was.
That was cool. I mean, like back. So you get there. It's a stupid mission. You find.
And of course, it can't just be some place. There has to be some other random element inserted because it's not enough that it's.
I mean, there is 500,000 colonized planets. I mean, of course.
Yeah, this is the planet where it's Miranda's dad and her sister, and she's there, and it's all just every single thing in this game is so coincidental. Like Jack is at the academy where you go there. Okay. Morden is Morden makes sense because he did.
Yeah, one of the things I thought about in regards to that was that I would have preferred if the game had some sort of time mechanism so that you actually couldn't save everyone. Every time you made a choice to go somewhere, that would mean that someone else would die.
That would be cool. Like not a time limit, but you can only do a limited amount of stuff. Like,
because there is apparently.
Or maybe there was some sort of way that the Reapers were conquering galaxies slowly, so you had to do something within.
Yeah, but not like time ticks down. But basically, you have a selection of doing 3 missions. You do one of them, and then.
What I've read, and I've read that some side missions like time out. Some of the.
Yeah, I read that as well, but I didn't.
But the way I played, and I didn't do this on purpose. It's just the way I play. I did all missions without any problem or any time issue. You just do the side missions before the main missions. It's just normal. That's the way you play games.
Of course.
And I had no fucking issues, but apparently people had missions time.
So yeah, you get there, do the Miranda thing again, Kai Lang, whatever, just bullshit. And then you fight. Is that where you fight the? No, that's not it. Because then you go to the Cerberus base. This is how you just find out that they're trying to control the Reapers. Yeah, come on, that wasn't obvious at all.
Yeah.
So you get to the Cerberus base now. All powers are, it's everything is turned to there. You have to assault the Cerberus base, and
Oh, by the way, did you know who's at the Cerberus base? No, wait, they're not. They are? I can't remember. Aren't the Reapers there as well, just randomly again?
No, they're Horizon because they're attacking Horizon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're not to the Cerberus base. Cerberus base is like when you're destroyed at hangar and shit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's a pretty cool mission. I liked it, and then you see the final retard boss from Mass Effect 2, the human.
And it has that interesting part when you go back through, when they resurrected you and when they built ED and so on.
Yeah. That's actually one cool mission, really. Like tie some knots and so on. So you go there.
And it ends horribly, and you want to murder yourself.
Okay, but
it ends with the boss fight with the idiot.
Yeah. Okay. So you finish that boss fight. We discussed the boss fight is retarded, and then it's time to end the game, right?
Yeah,
so it's time.
Get to the Prothean fucking computer, and he says, "Yeah, sure. The catalyst is the Citadel, and you have to go there, but the Reapers are there." And
because the Reapers now, son, look, the fact is this: Reapers, the state of the universe is this at this moment in time. Reapers are controlling, they're attacking most of the planets. They're controlling a lot of them. They're just destroyed. They destroyed a large portion of everything that opposed them, apart from your super Uber fleet and the catalyst that you've been building in secrecy with 500,000 people, and Reapers never found out, or Cerberus that you're actually doing. Okay, with all their moles and indoctrination and shit, they had no clue that you're doing the super weapon that destroyed them. No. Yeah, okay. So what happens is this: the general plan is, even though, which check me out. That they have one strategy, the one combative strategy, that is to attack with overwhelming force. Right? The Reapers. They're doing that. They just amass a lot of shit and they attack and they destroy you. And what we're trying to do now, like the all-ray organics, is we're gonna attack them full force. It's like, it doesn't really make sense, but then again, okay, if the
Oh, just trying to buy time.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them something to shoot at.
Okay, if the Citadel is like the catalyst and you think that and whatever, that's okay. Let's just go on a suicide mission. Everyone pretty much knows, this is where our cycle is gonna be saved or destroyed in fucking London, of all places. Why isn't it New York though? It should have been fucking New York, because everything happens in New York. Why is it fucking New Delhi for once?
Oh, by the way, fun random bullshit fact. Anderson was born in London.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Because why not? I mean, come on. Every location in the game has to have something to do with the character in the game. I mean, that's like, I think when they were making the game, that was number one. It has to have something to do with someone from the game.
Just a bunch of references,
Yeah, just
that planet. Oh yeah, I was born that planet. Okay, so what happens then is we we make a plan where we're gonna go again with 3 people.
Of course, yeah.
We're not gonna actually do the only sane thing like we did in Mass Effect 2. Go with 15 people. Yeah, we're gonna go with me and.
Yeah, that was kind of nice though in Mass Effect.
Yeah, that was
great. It was great.
That was an awesome thing. Even though I didn't like that mission or whatever, it was one of the best parts of the game because of the whole concept, whatever. So what happens is you go there to London and then something sidetracks because there's some AAA or whatever. I don't even remember because
it's some random bullshit.
So you have to do something. So you do this first mission, which is retarded, right? So then you have this big base. Everyone is preparing to go, and then you have these emotional moments with every one of your crew, which some of them were great. One with Garrus was fucking amazing. With Edie, it was good. When you're talking with them and they're like, meet you in the bar in the heaven, whatever. Okay. That was all good. But then something happens. Then, even though up to this point, I think the storytelling is awful, the game is bullshit and whatever. But from this point onward,
it's acceptably bad. It's bad. You can say it's bad and don't have to explain it.
It's a B production fucking movie storyline, whatever. Yeah. But from this moment onward, what happens is either tenfold retarded or fucking brilliant. Now I'm gonna go back to Hanlon's Razor, which completely says, you don't attribute to malice what you can attribute to stupidity or incompetence, and I'm standing to that. I think that writers are completely fucking retarded, and
it's too stupid.
I would say that the standards today are probably also higher than what they used to be. I mean, people expect that a great story like this, that you really go all in about it.
Well,
but it's not. I mean, listen, I played a lot of shitty games with shitty endings 10, 15 years ago. This is the worst one. I can guarantee you there is no worse ending than this, and it's just, oh god, I can't. No,
I wouldn't mind. Look.
Well, remembering back, I don't really remember any sort of ending that was That's
Okay, Fahrenheit. What was Fahrenheit? It was some number or Fahrenheit, whatever that game, that adventure. That was awesome.
I know what it is, but I never finished.
Okay, well, you didn't miss anything. So from this moment onward, what I would do, I would make a cheesy ending that would make sense in D&D universe, in the Mass Effect universe. You would get somewhere to some hub, and you would get the super machine that controls the Reapers, whatever, and you can either, control them, synergize with them, merge, whatever, or destroy them. These are three common options that we assumed they're gonna be. One is good.
The very ending is okay. The last part
this concept.
is okay.
And
I was hoping that you would just have this big battle and maybe some would make it out alive, depending on your actions.
Well, I was hoping before I played the game that you would lose. That was the ending. Like you can't pay. You learn that you can't fucking defeat them. I never thought it would be that.
To me, if I was assuming before the game was there, what would be logical is that you get there, you destroy the Reapers, but you die in the process, and you're the hero of the fucking universe.
That's the ending. It's not original, but it can work. It's okay,
It fucking suffices. Everyone would say,
and it is what happens basically. But everything that happens around that, it's just so dumb, incomprehensible, inconsistent with the whole universe, out of nowhere, Deus Ex Machina. Just pick one retarded cliche, it's there.
And this mission, when it starts, and I was expecting a good mission, and I was enjoying it for the first 4 seconds when I was charging towards the beam, because
I like that.
Obviously the charge is the only viable option towards the... So, and you get close to some beam that will teleport you to Citadel, you don't know where or what the fuck you're gonna do, but that's...
Sure.
Okay. So, the red beam, the same red beam that was destroying dreadnought ships and planets, it was raising cities. That bitch was raising megapolis, just fun, and it hits you, but 5 seconds later you wake up, right?
Yeah.
So,
but it's Jesus.
You wake up and you have, and again there is so many hints that this could be something more and super genius, like the infinite bullets and some shadows and this and that, whatever, doesn't matter.
No, but listen, let's first, okay, so
let's do it.
There's several theories, but let's just assume, because there's no evidence to the contrary, there's nothing definitive, let's assume that everything happened and it's all there.
What we get, right?
Then after we can go to the,
so you get to the Citadel, there's a lot of bodies, you meet with Anderson, and then all of a sudden
No, wait, you're missing some crucial stuff. So you get up, okay? Your armor is melted to your body. Now, stop and think about that for 2 seconds. First of all, the armor isn't made of fucking plastic. It's not made of ice cream. It's armor. Do you know what temperature armor melts at? You would not have a face. You would not have hair. You would be a pile of fucking goo in armor that has melted. Okay, that's one.
Yeah, but the beam that raises cities hits.
Well, that's usually what happens to the servers, guys, if you shoot them with Inferno bullets.
Whatever. The thing is, fine, I can accept that. Whatever. It's stupid, but I can look past it. It's the standard. You're the chosen one. You will make whatever. Okay. So then you get up. Fine. Then and the Reapers that arrive, the big ones, the ship ones, not the destroy bullshit that kill you. It's Harbinger apparently, because they mentioned it, that it's Harbinger and some other Reapers.
They do? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's Harbinger, and he leaves. You see it while you walk. He just picks up and goes away.
Oh, nice.
Because the Reapers, being the civilization-destroying juggernaut that they are, they say, "Yeah, I'm sure everyone died. I'm not gonna double check. I'm just gonna leave the only access point to the Citadel."
I mean, it's not like your check to Kai Lang.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume everyone's dead, and if I'm wrong, our plan is fucked. But I don't have time. I have to go, destroy some irrelevant ships in orbit. I'm busy, So anyway, and then you walk to the light, you shoot like 4 husks and the Marauder. Ooh, maximum security enabled.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then carry on.
Well, then you come to the Citadel and you're all fucking so slow, it was annoying as shit. You meet up Anderson and Delusive Man, and then the fucking cinematic starts. And what I thought is, when I started playing this trilogy, I assumed that the culmination of everything in the Mass Effect 3, whenever it's gonna come out, whatever, it's gonna be amazing. There's gonna be so many choices. Whatever I choose in Mass Effect 1 is gonna, be noticed here and whatever. And it wasn't.
Well, I hope that there'll be a list, like there was a list from 1 to 2. I don't know if there actually is a list already, I haven't checked. But if there's one that actually says how many, you know, what action actually matters.
No, but there's like even in Fallout 3.
There's a lot of background stuff that changes, really.
Yeah.
No, but like in Fallout, when you get an ending, it goes over all the major things you did and how you changed the wasteland, and that's not Fallout isn't like a very choice heavy game particularly, but it goes and like static pictures. It's not some complex. It just
it's
and
enough. Voice
Yeah.
and a picture is enough. I
Yeah.
don't need a megalomaniac fucking animation to tell me what I did. And yeah, so this I mean, Starym should better explain this conversation with because I'm.
This one I didn't really mind that much. I mean, the conversation itself is.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Typical. I mean, logical.
Why the elusive man was? I mean, okay, he said he was going to the Citadel. Fine. So he's there. There's no one else there. It's him and Anderson and you. And, what? Okay, never mind. Fine, you're there. Let's just accept it unconditionally.
Yeah.
And so you have to dominate the Reapers and blah. And you're like, but that's insane. I'm just pissed. There's no option that says, okay, sure, let's do it. Just because
Yeah, you convinced me. Fuck me. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
okay, sure. Let's try it your way. If you fail, we'll destroy them. No problem, buddy. But no, you have to be all the first time I actually convinced him to shoot himself, which was
That's
nice.
awesome.
But which again,
Yeah,
is,
that's actually how I did it too.
yeah,
I was a
but
renegade.
but again, it's dumb because if this guy has been indoctrinated by the Reapers for like years.
Yeah.
His whole plan, so it's his plan, it's not the Reaper's plan. He constructed the plan based on the indoctrinating fact that he can dominate the Reapers, which he can't.
Well, Yavik actually explains that that's how their civilization.
Yeah. That he mentioned. No, I think no, not Yavik. It's the VI, the computer Prothean says it. That
No. I'm pretty sure that Yavik
No,
somewhere.
I'm sure. Maybe he also says it, but the VI tells you that their cycle ended because some of them tried to dominate the Reapers. I'm sure. Maybe Yavik also says it, but yeah. And so this man has been for the whole point behind Cerberus was to dominate the Reapers, research blah blah years and years, and you convince him that he's wrong within a minute.
Yeah, you just
Or something like that, and you basically say, okay, so how about you don't do it? And he's no, but I want to do it. Okay, but just try to do it, just so you can show me that you can, quit. Oh my god, I can't quit. I'm indoctrinated, bullet in the head. That's
a bit easy.
solid. But whatever, that's fine. I have no major issue with that.
So that's the emotional cheesy moment with Anderson.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, but the ending feels rushed somehow.
It does
Yeah,
feel so rushed.
Yeah.
And retarded.
There was talk about that leaked script once. To be honest, I never really read it, but
Yeah, I
did
heard
anyone
that-
ever read if the ending was different from this?
I don't know. I have no idea. But whatever, it's okay. That's the catalyst is there. You
Again,
activate.
it's cheesy, but it's a B. It's consistent with the B movie idea. It's a B movie story.
This last
Yeah.
part is the part where
Yeah.
if I was like 1% less mentally stable, I would have been screaming at my TV for like the whole duration of the. I would have just been screaming, no. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
It's please.
It's lost all over.
I can't say it because I'll start screaming
And
again.
you guys, you gotta know that Starym is a huge Lost fan and apologist of that storyline in the end.
Fuck you.
He has the Smokies, he has a T-shirt with Smokey on him and shit. No, anyway, let's not digress. Fuck it. So you get to this fucking another level of the Crucible or Citadel or whatever. I don't even know or care.
Get there. You don't get there. You pass out. That's what happened.
Oh
You're-
yeah, you.
Great accomplishment. The first organic that's ever made it to the fucking kettle. You pass out.
Fucking bleed out on that
Yeah,
motherfucking.
that's it.
Damn.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, so some platform lifts you up to the to the control deck of something. I don't even know whatever that is. And then the kid comes, the kid that I dreaded the whole game. I hated him so much. Fuck me. So kid comes and explains the following. Starym, because I can't say that without fucking.
Okay. So the kid comes along. Hey, I'm a transparent kid. Because why not? Why the fuck not? And they don't even say because in other movies they say I chose a form with which you would be comfortable, whatever.
Yeah,
And so the kid says, yeah, so I'm Daddy Reaper. I'm in charge. I'm there. I'm the catalyst. I'm the Citadel. I don't know. It's so just foggy in my mind because I try to repress it. Like when someone raped you and you really don't want to remember it.
Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
it's
I mean, theoretically, you all watched Indiana Jones Jones 4, right?
I know the theme of another next Manacast.
Yeah, of course. Did you watched Indiana Jones 4, right?
Oh yeah, the horrible.
So it's like that. You basically try not to remember it. It never happened. It's very foggy. Yeah, except this happened like 2 days ago, so it's kind of difficult to not remember it. Whatever. So kid says, yeah, hi, so I'm their boss. I told them to, not kill everyone, but just harvest them, and then, so of course Shepard, being the brilliant philosopher that he is, asks, why? What's the point? Order, chaos, something. I'm just pulling this out of my... And this is how I...
The creator will always kill the creator.
Yeah. This is how I heard it, I'm sure they used proper language, but what I heard was, I don't know. We didn't know how to do an ending, so we just pulled it out of our ass. We watched The Matrix like 50 times, so we thought, maybe we'd... Anyway, the kid says they're trying to make order out of chaos. The chaos is supposed to be the conflict between synthetics and organics, which I don't get. Because the Geth are fighting the organics, but it's like one system and one race. It's not some major.
Yeah, but that would escalate. Come on.
So I guess he's talking about the Reapers. So I guess that's my assumption, because I have no fucking idea. I guess the Reapers are or synthetics that want to destroy their creators, whatever, or something. But then he said, okay, let's not destroy them. Let's just kill most of them, harvest them, and incorporate them into Reaper DNA. And do the cycle, and I watch Battlestar Galactica, and all of this has happened before.
Yeah, but look, explain that shit to me. Look, you come with the synthetics to kill most advanced organics, so they wouldn't make synthetics that would ultimately destroy organics.
Yeah.
That is like beating a kid before he does something, because he might do something in the future. Just
that would make you beat him.
Yeah.
You beat him because you don't want to beat him. That's the reason.
Exactly.
That's the logic behind this retarded game.
Maybe someone had daddy issues.
Oh.
Yeah. But okay, whatever. The issue is, this is no one. This is a random thing that after 3 games, which is like, let's say you played it modestly, it's 100 hours or like your short Skyrim playthrough. It's a giant, and you never heard of him. It's just he doesn't even say he's a Reaper, by the way.
Nah.
He's
just the catalyst.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Because he's the catalyst, but he also controls the Reapers.
But also, you're the catalyst, and the Citadel is the catalyst, and the love between a man and a woman is a catalyst. Like what?
He's either a Reaper that told them what to do. He's God, because the Reaper you kill on that planet says they do it because of the cosmic order, something, and then that's what they do. It's okay, whatever. He tells them what to do. This is the plan. This is the cycle. And now, after God knows how many cycles, each one is 50,000 years, so it's like, let's say 500,000 years, maybe 1 million years, maybe 10 million years. No one knows how long it's been going on. Yeah, sure, it's over, because
you came to the
came here.
Yeah, you came to the
battle. But they do listen. To be fair, they do say, he says the Crucible. Yeah. Because you connect the Crucible to it has opened new options for me. So you hacked him with the Crucible. I can accept that.
Yeah, definitely.
But the reason, so now you're here, the first organic to ever be here, and now you get to choose the fate of the universe forever and ever. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it's just a galaxy, as far as I've understood.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just okay. Right.
Only the galaxy. So we're going local here, totally. We're not speaking about the universe.
Over his Dragon Age.
Yeah, but then that little cunt of a kid gives you 3 options. The 3 options that I mentioned before that would be completely logical to me, completely correct. Logical. The options are to control the Reapers, which is in fact by the morality, that would be the evil option, the bad one. You would control them, then the whole galaxy, all organics would be up to your, benevolence or whatever, you would be...
Also the pussy option, because no one dies.
Yeah, exactly, and you would be the god. No, but I'm saying, in principle, that you would be the god. Then the Destroy Reapers would be the good option, you would die, whatever, everyone would be happy, and then the merge option would be like the middle fucking hippie option, let's all live together, whatever. Okay, cool.
That's the one you don't get if you didn't play multiplayer, or...
Yeah.
No, I had the synergy.
Yeah, me too.
I did everything, literally every single quest, and I didn't have it.
Oh.
I had maximum, which you get without the multi.
I could choose it. I didn't actually choose it, but I thought he told me I can.
Yeah, well, I was kind of like, What?
Fuck that
And I
shit.
just walked
That's-
straight ahead, and then he jumped down into the beam thingy,
I
and
don't know.
I think maybe it's because I picked the guess. I don't know.
Yeah, who cares? Even cares. Look, but the fact is this: any option that you choose, and this is my beef with the ending, even though it's inconsistent, incoherent, whatever. But it's hard to, it has different ways to interpret it. It doesn't matter. But this one is, it starts the animation, which is basically one animation in different colors, with something added or taken away, and in one big bang explodes on. So and what doesn't make sense here is that everything that the game gave you, like the Normandy, the teammates, the cohesion between them, the friendship, everything goes to fuck in this animation. Meaning, when you destroy, for example, I destroyed the Reapers, good guy as I am, and then all of a sudden, the camera pans to London, which is being destroyed, and then the Normandy is suddenly running away. I'm like, what the fuck? Where are you going? Normandy's running. They're just going. Where the fuck are they going? And then
This is one of the reasons that I cannot accept that this is the real ending. It's
he
too
didn't
dumb.
care about picking Shepard up. Later, Shepard.
No, this part is like everything we've said so far. You can, in theory, attribute to bad writing, and
yeah,
not
but
really.
this so much.
This is unacceptable. No one that played the game can think that this can happen.
And this is why people think it's the bad ending, because people could interpret that one in all the metaphysical ways and so on. It would be like, okay, I don't get it maybe, and it doesn't always make sense, but it's cool. But this animation makes it fucking retarded. Why is Normandy leaving the motherfucking system?
It's not even why. The why is dumb, but the how is dumber. It's been, unless Shepard was, unconscious for like several weeks, which isn't the case.
Yeah, so he was just lying there. That's when there was no harbinger there. But
They were so basically, like, let's say 10 minutes, 20 minutes, let's say an hour has passed since you last saw.
Yeah, usually
I had Liara with me.
Yeah.
So let's say it was an hour since last.
Yeah, usually you get one.
So with this, what happens? First of all, there's a battle with the Reapers going on in orbit. With last ditch effort. Everyone dies if you fail. So Joker decides to ignore the battle, land on Earth, pick up the survivors, I guess, from the Reaper attack at the lift to the Citadel, I guess, leave, and then escapes. Basically, as one article pointed out, he's basically a traitor, and will be, if the Reapers are dead, he will be receiving a court-martial, and
But
he's
alive.
Yeah. He goes to the mass relay, which, by the way, in the solar system, our solar system, is not that close by. And you can't jump to the relay. You have to physically get to the fucking relay with conventional engines.
Yeah.
So that all happened within 1 hour. And everyone in the crew said, yeah, fuck Shepard, we don't know, he's probably dead, we don't know, we didn't stop the Reapers, they're still destroyed, let's just leave, let's go somewhere else.
It's not like they were risking their existence for years now.
Yeah, of course, since one, yeah. No, they just decided, we're gonna leave now and go to where? Where the fuck were they going? Can someone tell me? Okay, they're in a mass relay. To where? What the hell is this? Basically, animation, they're in the middle of the jump in the relay, and the relay, is destroyed, and then they get transported to some random bullshit planet where they will start their own civilization. I don't even know what the fuck that
who even
was
cares?
supposed to
That
mean.
jungle planet.
Mass
I think that's
Effect
gonna be
4,
DLC. I think that's
yeah.
gonna be a DLC.
Mass
then.
Effect 4 Lost Edition.
Well,
Yeah.
I really, really hope that they would release some sort of free DLC to kind of know what the ending and stuff.
Yeah,
But
but
who
that-
knows?
That
Yeah,
with the right thing.
I mean, that would, really, that would help them so much.
And then then blah blah blah. Liara goes out. I'm like, what the? How did she? Whatever. Because it's your love interest in the game. One of the people
Hey.
last mission, and then one random something.
Fuck
like
that blue whore. Tali
Yeah,
for the
go
win.
Tali.
Liara is pretty useful.
Yeah, she's good. I
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
whatever.
Whatever.
The point is, okay, so they exit, and then so that's the whole. Oh my God, they're whatever jungle planet, whatever. And then credits, and then the dumb. I don't understand.
Then Buzz
the purpose-
Aldrin.
What?
Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, he's Buzz Aldrin. I didn't know. I knew the voice was familiar. I couldn't place it. So it's Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, well, he's listed as Stargaze on IMDb, so I'm pretty sure it's him.
Wow, so that was easy $50,000 he earned for that shit. That's
That final, I don't understand the purpose of it. What the fuck is the point of showing I don't know how
I
many
think-
thousands?
From what
Yes.
I read, it's because they actually want to make some more out of the Mass Effect universe.
Yeah.
So you would
Which I think still is good. To be honest, I mean, I don't really want to.
I honestly think that there are two reasons why the ending is so fucked. And no, it's not Mac Walters being a molested retard and so on. That doesn't matter. What I think is that one, the thing was rushed, and second was that leak. Because
leak, I don't know.
there are but look, it would make sense because there are remnants of a logical ending. Even
was the leak?
Yeah,
You read?
Well, I don't know. I haven't read it. I assume. I'm just assuming here. I'm talking out of my ass like usually. So, what the fuck do I know?
See the slamming salmon.
Yeah. So, if you write the game and you would have this leaked ending and you had to rush the because it's EA and so on, money grubbing, leeches, whatever. So, it would make sense, right, to just try to rush it with one animation and to color it differently, right? I mean,
I
look,
can't.
No, okay, the right way to do would be to say, okay, fellas, look, we have to release the game 6th of March.
But this
finish
is
it.
it can't be resources because I just said Fallout does it with a fucking screenshot and the voiceover. That does not take a lot of time.
Because you don't know, man. They hired Buzz Aldrin. They didn't hire a guy that would paint it in fucking, Coral Draw and just, have text there. This is Mass Effect, one of the biggest epics in the history of gaming, whatever. They have to make it flashy and big. And what's flashier than or bigger than big fucking flash explosions? In 3 different...
I just don't understand though why they didn't just do it as in 2. You bring the whole team, you fight Harbinger at the end. Because while you run at the beam, they could just have depending on your actions, whoever that you
different people,
did something, they would die, while you were charging.
True.
Yeah, you could choose between few and some would die because of your actions in the past. I mean, that would be the right way to do it. That would be the Valve way to do it, right? And
Well, I would have preferred that way more. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, because the whole point of Mass Effect, there were 2 points of Mass Effect, right? Your connection to the team, right? And your decision making. And your decision making up to that fucking when red beam hits you, I mean, from there on, is irrelevant. It's only things that matter is which fucking ABC thing you go to, which they said they won't do, but they did. And how many arbitrary points did you get in that normal?
The points thing is so because at the end, like if you choose this, we'll get to that with the, Let's just get into it because this is gonna be. Are we gonna do part 3? Because
let's just just go fast with that.
That's not gonna happen. Whatever. So we've just covered the. We can cut here if we wanna. We just covered the ending as it is presented. So, without inferring anything, without assuming, without looking like some really, really special person at humming and random lines and so on. So now there's basically the ending, even people who like the rest of the game, who I think should, take a rock and, hit themselves on the head repeatedly until they don't feel their brain.
Okay.
People that like the game hated the ending.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that even those. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what? Yeah, go.
Well, I was just saying, I'm sure that even those who actually like the ending can see that it could have been much better. No, that's like there's the talk with Soren in 1. There should have been some sort of talk with Harbinger or something in 3. Yeah, instead of
there are no villains. This is before the ending. There are no villains. It's some random guy, a retard with a katana.
Mind you,
I'm not really a fan of the enemy guy
space.
Mind you, you come to the seemingly most powerful being in the known universe, and you don't ask him. You ask him 2 questions, and then you do some random shit. Like, I would just sit there and fucking chat with the motherfucker. Like,
what's the meaning of life, dude? So what's up? What happened 3 million years ago? Can you tell me something?
What was the first cycle? Like, give me everything. 2 hours of lore. I would love that. No, you'll go.
That's why I love Garvik. Because he talks about actually what's civilization before them, and all that stuff, and that's kind of interesting. I don't know
If
who was it.
if I liked Mass Effect, I would...
Unless you didn't buy the DLC, then it's not really interesting because you don't have him.
But yeah, as Starym tried to say, but he was, his hatred towards everything just sidetracked him. Basically, there are certain theories of the ending. One, the most popular being that you were indoctrinated and all that. They are pretty popular, and well, if there wasn't for the last animation, I would buy them. But yeah, go
I
ahead.
was blissfully ignorant. I finished the game. I thought it was. I was done with it. Okay, it's whatever. Didn't like it. Didn't expect much. I was fine. And then Buzz, the turd that he is, linked a few choice videos from YouTube, and he was mocking them. He was basically linking it as, oh, look what these idiots are, saying, fanboys, blah blah. And I'm like, I want to laugh at fanboys. Come on, it's my favorite thing to do. And so I watched a few of these videos, and then I watched a few more, and then I actually thought about it. And then I had to contact Buzz and say, yeah, you know what? This isn't that far-fetched.
No, it's not far-fetched. I didn't say it's not far-fetched. It's retarded because they are giving them more credit than they're due. If they wanted to do some indoctrination things, they would do less subtle hints than one guy saying her word hum.
The theory is, and this is the most credible one, and I actually read about this before the game, is that the ending isn't the ending. At a certain point, we don't know. There are theories after the beam hits Shepard or when he's passes out before the kid appears. It doesn't matter when, but that it's a dream or a vision or manipulation attempt by the Reapers or whatever. It doesn't really matter what. The point is that there was a leak before. I don't know if it's credible. I don't know if it's real. That there will be a DLC after the game that's called The Truth. Then there's some other speculation that it'll be bigger, like an expansion, not just DLC, and that DLC will hold the real ending. The theories are basically when Shepard gets up, if you have a certain score or moves or whatever, that's where you'll be continuing from, right? The theories are actually pretty good. The logic
would be pretty. I think it would be cool. I mean, even though we would have to pay for it, I would kind of
yeah. See, this is why. This is my conspiracy theory, and I shared it with Buzz. Listen, the situation that BioWare are in right now is perfect. So just think about it. It doesn't matter if they plan it or not. Right now, people hate the ending. Everyone hates the ending. There's a wonderful Twitter post that they fell for. Dude, I don't know why everyone is hating on the ending. It's great. And then the official Mass Effect Twitter responds, awesome, what are your other favorite parts of the game? And then the guy responds, really? You fell for that? I hated it. It's a piece of shit. What's wrong with you?
That was good.
Yeah, the point is, everyone hates the ending. A lot of fanboys have come up with this actually pretty cool story that, it's not the real ending, it's indoctrination by the Reapers or whatever. And now anything they do now is win. If they decide to it doesn't matter if they planned it, they just take what the guy...
Yeah, they can make it out this
side. First of all, everyone is thrilled. Because the ending doesn't suck, or it sucks less, depending on how they do it. It's like a huge twist. Oh my god, they're so brave to put not a real dream ending and then release it's so revolutionary. I can already see the retarded editorials, on the sites. Oh, BioWare revolutionary. Oh my god,
12 out of 10.
I hope they catch the ball, and...
But they might. But look, just from my point of view, it's not a win-win.
And they do this, regardless of whether they plan it or not. They can say they planned it.
Yeah,
they don't have,
we trolled you, lol.
Yeah, and they're already like. This is what I hate because.
I don't really say that you can if it's a paid DLC, kind of. I mean,
that's the question. But if it is a paid DLC, they make a shit ton of money.
Sure. Sure.
It is an expansion. Maybe they even release it on a disc. It's it's a huge. It's not just a DLC for.
If it's a huge thing, then sure. I mean, it should.
Yeah. Or they can give it for free, which will be like this amazing thing. Everyone will praise them. Oh, they're so wonderful.
If X did that, then yeah. I mean.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I hope so, because this ending is retarded and it's unworthy of the game. And
look, from my point of view, let's say that they put out The Truth, the last DLC, the ultimate DLC, and put it for 7 cents. I couldn't give any less of a fuck. Why? Because, let's say, if I liked the game and I didn't like the ending, like, 7 gajillion people that bought the game, yeah, I might have liked that. And I would have, that's awesome by EA and BioWare, they're fucking genius. But I didn't like the game. I hate the game. I fucking hate it from the last minute to the last minute. So,
I agree.
mates, make a fucking DLC, make a bajillion of money, make Dragon Age 4. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck 3. You don't need 3.
Yeah, exactly. No, because 2 was seeming. I didn't play it, but 2 was seeming. So yeah, okay. But make it. Just make bajillion of money. I won't buy your shitty games, same as I don't buy Activision shitty games anymore. I like your companies. I don't give a fuck. So, yeah, I don't. Yeah. So
it's such a. It's an amazing.
Such a hater.
There's no way I play it because I don't like the game. Plus, wait. It's not like, oh man, I was your fan and now you're disappointed. I'm not retarded like that. I'm retarded in a different way. But I don't care about Mass Effect 3. If I didn't invest time in Mass Effect 1 or Mass Effect 2, I wouldn't finish Mass Effect 3. If Mass Effect 3 was the first game in the franchise, I would stop after
Earth
4 hours. I would say,
yeah,
whoa, this is so bad. And I wouldn't play it, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'll buy the DLC. I don't care.
There's basically two things. They either planned it and it's legitimate. Yeah, and it's legitimate, they decided to have a false ending so they can have, whether it's free or not, it doesn't matter. And regardless of how bad the game was or not, I like the idea of it. It's a it's a twist. It hasn't been done before. It's kind of a cool thing. But we will never know whether this was planned, because right now they have a huge wave of hatred, even by their fans, towards the ending. And they can come out and be the knight in shining armor. Oh, of course. I mean, listen, they can say two things. They can say we planned this all along, or we were responding to fan outcry and we, tweaked the end. We had this in mind. We just changed it a little bit, and they'll be fucking heroes.
Yeah, let them be. Let them be. I still think of them as idiots that made a bad game.
Well, I do, but whatever.
That's the only thing that matters is the truth, really.
Of course, yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, but this is, I mean, it's. Damn it.
Yeah, well, maybe someone will find out, maybe someone won't find out, really.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And again, the head writer for Mass Effect 1 and the co-head drew caption, whatever, he left during the writing process for Mass Effect 3. So this to me screams fishy. I mean, yeah, he wants to write some novels, the usual bullshit,
Yeah, I can see the meeting. The meeting went. Wait, what? You wanted to give him
you want to do with
and they're like, no, I don't give a fuck.
I'm out of here. Fuck you. You people are insane. And our friend Mac was like, no, this is so fucking brilliant. Michael Bay told me it was awesome. And this guy was just, listen, I'm gonna go write stuff that will sell 5 copies and it will be better. I don't care. I'm gonna be homeless. I'm gonna beg people on the streets for money, and I'll feel better about myself than about this.
Maybe you should do some actual journalism and call the guy. Ask him.
There's no way. He has like 15 NDAs. They'd sue him for $50 billion. They'd kill his family, for Christ's sake.
From that meeting where the writer left, were like, no, they wouldn't build a statue around the beacon.
No, but I mean, listen.
A green explosion? Those are the...
Going back to what I said, this is why I can't accept that this is the real ending. Because there are like 20 writers or something like that, plus all the people that were involved in shaping the story. There is no way that when Mac retard whatever said, okay, so then the Normandy is in the middle of a jump in the mass relay and they draw. There's no way 19 people didn't raise their hand and go, excuse me, how
because they're.
Why did they leave?
Yes, man.
What are you talking about? You boss. I'm sorry. I mean, boss. What are you talking? Sir, maybe this isn't the best way to.
You're assuming. No, you're assuming that there is an inkling of fucking flair of development. Zest in the fucking Bible.
I mean, we saw it. We saw it in the Great Missions. We saw it in the modern scene. There are people that are actually good writers.
Random. That was Buzz Aldrin or some shit. He was there for a day and make like Tuchanka shit. What if you made a worm attack it?
Buzz Aldrin wrote the modern scene.
Exactly. Plus, Aldrin was watching Dune the other day, and he said, "Fuck it, why don't I have a big worm?" Like, yeah, we have a big worm on this planet. We can do that.
No, but it's too much. It's not, and there's no way that the whole ending. I mean, I'm hoping that half of the game is the dream, like the indoctrination. Anyway, but yeah, the indoctrination is it's a cool thing. During the game, some of the crew members or one says he hears some humming. Do you hear that hum? And the hum is apparently, or whatever, ringing is a sign of Reaper indoctrination, blah blah blah. Point is, people think, yeah, you get there, and the choices that you have at the end are linked to Reaper indoctrination in a very cool way. I really like it. So basically, the choice on the left, control, the elusive man is there and it's presented as the Paragon choice because it's blue.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why blue means anything in the game world. What does blue mean to Shepard as a color? What? But whatever. And that's presented as the good because no one dies. Reapers stay alive, Guests stay alive. In reality, it's the evil ending.
It is the evil fucking ending. You control. Okay, so I'm gonna control this evil entity and control over the universe. Oh yeah, that's a good ending.
Infinite fucking here's infinite power. Would you like it? No, but not even that, because the Prothean VI tells you that the main mistake in their cycle was that people tried to control the Reapers. That's why they failed. And this kid, who is whatever, gives you the exact same choice, and he hints at that's the correct decision.
Well, maybe he hints at the because he says that they were offshoot. I mean, they were parallels with Cerberus in their world. He says it in context of that, right? I mean, yeah, there were people who tried to control it. They kept Cerberus, so they fudged it up for us.
This is the stupid part. 5 minutes before you're talking to the kid, you talk to the elusive man, and you convince him, like, really aggressive. You tell him, dude, no one can control the Reapers, you're deluding yourself, you're crazy. And then 5 minutes later, some random kid who is a Reaper probably tells you can control them, and you're like, yeah, sure, I can control them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, he also does mention that the elusive man would have failed if he tried.
Yeah, who mentioned that? The kid that is a Reaper. Yeah. Oh gee, maybe he's lying. Anyway, but the point is, the indoctrination thing is that this is all happening in your head, and if you choose control or synthesis, which both imply that you don't kill the Reapers, you fail, you are indoctrinated, right? The only right answer is destroying them.
Yeah.
And the proof
also see Shepard.
Yeah, that's the proof, which is wrong. By the way, I mean, none of the theories that I've read or seen are flawless. They all have some giant.
Yeah, but that's due to what information is available.
No. But this is like one of the main reasons people say is that
look, people are cherry picking what they want because they fit in their fucking story.
But the problem is, they say, because the only ending where you get to see Shepard rise up or move if you have enough points is when you destroy the Reapers, right? And so they're saying that if you choose that means that Shepard has woken up from indoctrination and he's in rubble, like when he wakes up. And they're saying so that you're in London, you're not in the Citadel. Right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Because the Citadel is, I mean, how can you survive if the Citadel is destroyed because there's no technology? It falls down from orbit to the Earth.
No, it does. No, actually, what happens is this. I know now. Normandy pulls it away, and that's why they're in in space.
Citadel away.
Exactly. With tractor beams and shit, and because you know the thing that Garrus was doing in that cannon wasn't calibrating it. He was making like an Uber tractor beams.
I like that joke though, the running joke with calibrations.
Yeah. But so anyway, the proof is like, okay, so that's the only. If you choose destruction, you see him get up, and it looks like it's in London. So it means that the beam knocked you out, and then the indoctrination started. So everything after the Harbinger beam is a dream. And if you choose destruction, you resisted the attempt of indoctrination. They're using that as proof. Except that's stupid, because here's the following thing. If you choose control, if you choose synthesis, you get disintegrated. You physically stop existing. It's visible. Like when you jump into the middle, you fade out like into dust. When you control them, your face goes, you disintegrate. So it's not really possible to wake up after you're disintegrated if it's reality, right? So that means nothing. That argument means completely nothing. I like the fact, that it's rubble and so on, but the Citadel also has fucking, concrete and shit like that. Except, where is it? I mean, maybe it's in space, it's in orbit, still floating. But if there's no technology, then why is there air?
Well, Citadel is pretty fucking humongous as well. How will that affect, the... I don't really wanna...
Indoctrination for me doesn't make sense because why?
There's too many questions.
Yeah, but no, but why? I mean, let's say
all in general.
Yeah, of course. But what? So you've just been hit by a giant beam, which should have killed you, but didn't because you're Jesus. Why do they indoctrinate you now? What the fuck is the point? They can shoot you. They can collapse a building on you. They
because
can
it's dramatic for 13-year-old boys that are playing Mass Effect. That's why. For no other reason than that. I mean, you're giving them too much fucking credit. They're dumb. They're writing the game wasn't perfect, and then they made a bad ending. They made a bad game with even worse ending.
How will you know? There's no way that they don't use one of the theories now or shape it to their...
Exactly.
They're going to do it. It's 100%. And maybe they had it planned. Maybe this was all, planned. I mean, they're already doing it because people are tweeting them with their theories because they're desperate. This can't be so dumb. This is Mass Effect. This must be a conspiracy. They were geniuses. And this is actually brilliant, and then they go cry in their beds or whatever, and they tweet the developers, and the developers, of course, what did they do? They, play them on. Come on, yeah, sure. Well, I mean, they're cryptic about it. Oh, does anything ever really end? And when I read that, I wanted to fucking punch that developer. You piece of... what the fuck does that mean? It's just teasing, so they can later on say, yeah, of course, this was our plan. Yes, of course. They're gonna read some dude's post about indoctrination and say, this makes sense. We'll change these three things, and then it's perfect. And we've always planned it. And whoever the fuck says it. Seriously, imagine if they do that. They say it's been planned, and then some developer that gets fired later on comes out and tells the truth. That would be so perfect. Oh, that would just be...
I don't really... I mean, for all I care, their headquarters can burn down. And again, not because of Mass Effect, just in general. I don't care about them anymore. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go play a superior space RPG. I'm gonna go replay KOTOR 1 and 2. And not really care about Massive. The trilogy has ended. It's bad. Whatever. Yeah. I'm not probably gonna replay that ever again, unless I don't know what they can do. I mean, movie would be fucking boring.
Movie.
Yeah, movie, right. But what? Yeah.
Oh yeah, just before we end, my biggest beef. Well, one of the bigger beefs. Since I think I hinted that I like Tali of all the companions the most, and well, I was waiting for 3 games to see her face.
Oh god, yeah.
And they do, if you have a romance. I didn't get that ending. I mean, I didn't get that option, whatever, because I don't know what I did wrong. No, I slept with a reporter, I think. Anyway. You can see her face in the cabin. That motherfucker Shepard lifts her photo, and you can see her face. And then she's like this normal-looking human chick. And then the geeks of the internet found that they just used a stock photo of Google Images of some random chick. So basically, the big reveal for me was a something I could have found 5 years ago doing Google Images. So
yeah, that was not a good move.
Yeah,
horrible.
I mean, yeah, fucking Buzz Aldrin could have done it better.
Buzz Aldrin,
stop dissing Buzz
Aldrin. Yeah, I like Buzz Aldrin. He's awesome.
Yeah. No, for me, I think the ending, I'm hoping, I mean, I can't say I care, but I am hoping that it's not indoctrination, but the whole thing, whatever it is, the ending after the beam can't be the real ending. Whatever else they put in there is fine, just as long as this never happened.
Okay, Nessaj, final words about Mass Effect?
Exactly, I agree with him.
Okay, and I
agree with him completely.
I hope that...
Just shocked silence is my comment on the whole game.
Yeah.
I hope the next thing that BioWare needs to do is get from a rubble of their building when I'm...
Dragon Age 3 is an FPS, I mean, that's for sure. It's just gonna be,
I don't care, because, I don't really care. Legend of Grimrock is coming out soon, so I'll have something to play. Fuck you, BioWare.
No.
So yeah, this is it. This is a bit lengthy discussion about that, shitter of a game.
The word is epic.
Yeah, and by the way, what Starym forgot to tell you is that, you know, when I linked him to those movies and I turned him from being a hater to an apologist, apologetic or whatever, he's making his own YouTube movies now, and
Oh yeah, of course.
just
My movie is like I'm like pleading with Bioware, please, this is you have
it's like
to.
he's going through the whole trilogy now, checking for hums in every room. And like if anyone mentions World Hum or a bee, or if there's like a Reaper sound in the background, he's like doing that shit. He's just playing it with the max
No, but
volume.
seriously, I have to be honest. My actual final thoughts are that I've had more fun, and it's been more interesting the few hours I've spent on YouTube and the sites reading about the theories. That has been more fun and entertaining than the entire game put together.
For me.
That's true. That's a fact. It's just really better.
It's lost all over again. So, so yeah, thanks for listening, and
If you were insulted, then you should be.
Nah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope no, but look, you know,
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
sorry.
it needs a
when
mature
when
way.
when EA releases the ultimate truth, the $55 DLC, just go ahead and buy it. I don't care. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you see
Thanks.
what the real what the real truth is, because I will not know. Because I'm not reading any more my Mass Effect connected shit. I mean, anything connected to Mass Effect. Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening, and this was Manacast. See ya next.
Next.
We never
next
did the Angry Cast.
Angry Cast? We didn't release it. Yeah, we won't release it.
This has just been for us.
Okay, see ya later.